Top 10 Best Special Forces in the World. Hello viewers, welcome to another exciting edition and thanks for watching. Today we shall be talking about the top 10 best special forces in the world. Most of the wars fought by the world powers between the 17th and 20th century were marked by unprecedented efforts to dominate territories, nullify insurgencies and protect national figures from murder assassinations. Due to this reason, many nations over the years have engaged in forming special trained soldiers in the military and police, known as special forces or elite forces. These ones are the bad guys who go the extra mile when called to service. Number 10. GSG-9 Germany. Type: Elite Tactical Unit. Role: Counter-terrorism Specialized Law Enforcement. On 5th September 1972, a group of terrorists operating under the name Black September, Palestinian terrorist organization, disrupted the Summer Olympic Games held in Munich as they abducted and killed 11 athletes along with a German officer. The situation was extremely critical since the German police had neither prior training nor equipment necessary for counter-terrorism operations. A year later, the German government commissioned the Border Protection Group 9 or GSG-9 to thwart any similar situation in the future. Since their formation, GSG-9 has been deployed in numerous counter-terrorism and hostage rescue operations both at home and abroad. They are also known for developing new tactics and methods for such missions. Most of the weapons used by GSG-9 are either German or American manufactured. Number 9. GIGN France. Type: Elite Police Tactical Unit. Role: Special Operations, Counter-terrorism Law Enforcement. After the Munich massacre in 1972 and the prison mutiny in Clairvaux the year before, the French government felt the need for a permanent solution to terrorist attacks and hostage situations. As a result, the National Gendarmerie Intervention Group was formed in 1974 under the French Armed Forces. The organization is renowned for its swift responses and special combat capabilities in hostile situations, hostage rescue, and anti-terrorism operations. GIGN displayed these qualities in one of the most daring hostage rescue missions, in which its operatives successfully rescued a hijacked Air France flight carrying more than 200 passengers by killing 4 terrorists in 1994. The Central Assault Unit of GIGN consists of 4 platoons, each with 24 operators. Other units carry intelligence gathering and surveillance in a supporting role. Number 8. GROM, Poland. Nickname: the Unseen and Silent, the Surgeons. Role: Counter-terrorism, unconventional warfare, direct action. GROM, meaning Thunder, is Poland's finest counter-terrorism unit and one of the 5 special forces operating under Poland's Special Troops Command. It was established in the year 1990. During its initial years, GROM took inspiration from other elite forces like British SAS, American Delta Force, and SEALs. From 1991 to 2004, GROM has been involved in more than 20 different counter-terrorism and peace missions all over the world, including Operation Uphold Democracy in Haiti and the invasion of Iraq. Number 7. SayeretMatkal, Israel. Nickname: the Unit. Role: Counter-terrorism, hostage rescue, special reconnaissance, direct action. SayeretMatkal is a special force unit of the Israel Defense Force (IDF), modeled after the British SAS. The unit was established and created after the Kibbutz massacre and subsequent dismissal of Unit 101, IDF's only dedicated special force at that time, other than the Navy's Shayetet 13. The Operation Entebbe in 1976 demonstrated the reach and capability of SayeretMatkal to the world. About 100 Israeli commandos, including SayeretMatkal operators, stormed Uganda's Entebbe airport on July 4th and rescued more than 100 hostages kept in a hijacked grounded plane. Number 6. Special Air Service Regiment, Australia. Nicknames: Snake Eaters, Chicken Stranglers. Role: Counter-operations, special reconnaissance. Unlike most of the special forces, the Special Air Service Regiment (SASR) is an integral part of the Australian Army rather than its Navy. Established in 1957, the SASR draws early experience of the Australian Service Reconnaissance Department unit, which were disbanded soon after World War II. SASR operators are trained to conduct far-fetched covert and surveillance missions with small teams, and at the same time for conducting raids in large groups. Over the years, SASR has been involved in various peacekeeping and anti-terrorist operations both domestically and overseas. Alongside war fighting during conventional conflicts, the regiment is also tasked with maintaining a specialist counter-terrorist capability. SASR's other responsibilities include training indigenous forces, recovery of Australian citizens, and humanitarian assistance. Number 5. Delta Force USA. Nicknames: CAG, Task Force Green. Role: Counter-terrorism, Special Reconnaissance, Hostage Rescue, Direct Action. Delta Force, also known as 1st Special Forces Operational Detachment Delta, is a U.S. Army unit for counter-terrorism activities. It was formed in 1977 after multiple terrorist attacks in the mid-1970s. The idea of such a unit was suggested by Charles Beckwith, a Special Forces officer who had served as an exchange officer with the British Army Special Air Service, 22 SAS Regiment, during the Malayan emergency. He proposed a highly adaptable and autonomous force that specializes in covert missions. In an interview, former Delta Force operator Paul Howe stated about the high attrition rate of his Delta Selection Corps. Out of his 2 classes totaling 240 candidates, only 12 to 14 completed the course. Number 4. Alpha Group Russia. Nickname: Alpha Group. Alpha. Role: Counter-terrorism, law enforcement, hostage rescue, direct action. Some of you might be wondering, what about Spetsnaz? Well, you should know that Spetsnaz is a general term used for all Soviet or Russian special forces. Alpha Group, officially known as Directorate A of the FSB Special Purpose Center, was established by the Soviet KGB in 1974 to carry out paramilitary and covert operations. It's now committed to counter-terrorism activities. The Alpha Group operators are considered as one of the most aggressive in the world. During the Soviet era, the Alpha Group took part in armed interventions in Afghanistan, Lebanon, and the Baltic region. Domestically, it has taken part in almost every major anti-terrorist hostage operations, including the Moscow Theater siege in 2002 and the Belsen School siege in 2004. Number 3. Shayetet 13, Israel. Nickname: Shayetet, the Flotilla. Role: Special Operations, Sabotage, Counter-terrorism. Shayetet 13 is a veteran special force unit of the Israeli Defense Forces. Established in 1948, Shayetet 13 has carried out some of the most dangerous counter-insurgency missions. Perhaps the most notable of them occurred in 1972, when they successfully eliminated those who were responsible for the attack of the Israeli athletes during the Munich massacre. Over the years, Shayetet 13 has mastered the abilities in maritime intelligence gathering, maritime hostage rescue, counter-terrorism acts, sabotage, and boarding. It is often compared to and at par with the likes of Britain's Special Boat Service and the US Navy SEALs. Number 2. Navy SEALs, the United States. Nickname: The Teams. Role: HVT raids, counter-terrorism, hostage rescue, counter-narcotic operations. This distinct American Special Forces was created in 1962 as a part of the Naval Special Warfare Command and the United States Special Operations Command. Although one can trace their roots from World War II, the Vietnam War of 1961 saw the actual birth of the modern-day SEAL. In the last few decades, Navy SEALs have been deployed in active war zones, including the Iraq invasion in 2003. Operation Neptune Spear Wars, without a doubt, has been the greatest achievement of the Navy SEALs. Their training methods are incredibly harsh and often described as brutal. An average SEAL candidate spends more than a year in a remarkable physical and mental training program before getting enlisted. Number 1. SAS United Kingdom. Nickname: The Regiment. Role: Counter-terrorism, Reconnaissance, Special Operations. The Special Air Service, SAS, is one of the oldest and perhaps the best special forces that serve Britain. It was formed in 1941. The Special Air Service is composed of 3 units: 22 SAS Regiment, the regular unit, 21 SAS Artist, and 23 SAS Reserve units, the reserves. 22 SAS Regiment has 4 active squadrons, A, B, D, and G. Each squadron contains more or less 65 men, and these men are categorized into 4 troops. Each troop has a separate headquarters section and is guided by a captain. British SAS played a significant role during the war in Afghanistan. During a joint rescue operation with US Special Forces, codenamed Jubilee, the SAS operators successfully rescued the hostages without any casualty from Badakhshan province in Afghanistan. The importance of the British SAS can be judged by a single fact that many of the powerful special forces overseas were initially based on SAS principles. One good example is the American Delta Force. There you have it, those were the top 10 best special forces in the world. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy this video, do not forget to like and drop a comment. Also subscribe and share with your friends.